Well, hello everyone and welcome back to another video from my channel High Rookham Mod Railway. Today is the first episode of Shout Out Sunday because today, as you must have guessed from that title, is Sunday. But before we get into Shout Out Sunday, there are just a couple of items of admin I'd like to get through. Number one is apologies for the state of the loft. I have been rotary tooling up here quite a lot. That was on faster than I expected. I've been rotary tooling up here quite a lot because I've had to cut a roll pin to size for the repair on the Atco Admiral lawnmower that, if you're in my Discord, link on screen now, I've been talking about. But that's coming up in a future video. I haven't had a chance to actually start filming that video yet, and it'll be out in a couple of weeks once the weather gets better. As you might be able to hear, it's very windy outside today, and once I've edited it, that video will be out. So obviously I'm filming this shout out Sunday before I've had a chance to record that video. So that is item number one. Sorry for the messy loft. Item number two is, yes, this is a wireless microphone. If I look at the computer so I can be sure I'm showing you the right thing. This is a wireless microphone. I've had this for maybe a month or so now. I just haven't really had a chance to use it. I haven't been making that many videos. So this is the transmitter. So you get a clip to clip it onto your clothes. There's an on-off button, and then if you press the on-off button once, but then if I press that button again, you can hear, and it just clips on. The transmitter plugs into the computer or the phone with like 3mm audio jack. There's a lightning cable, there's a USB-C. And in the pack you actually get an adapter as well, so you can plug it straight into your phone, because with the audio jack you can only plug it into a PC. You get like a little adapter cable in here that converts it, so you can also use it with your phone. So you get two transmitters, two microphones in the pack. So if I turn this one on, if I did turn this one on, which I have accidentally done now, and say me and William were doing a podcast together, as we've done before, we can both be mic'd up. And you get all sorts in the pack. You get like a case in there and USB-C cables for charging and stuff. And it was on sale for about £40, but it got reduced to 30, so I ended up having that. And it's just really useful to have in the loft for better audio, and also outside, when I'm mending lawnmowers. If I want to walk to the shed to get some petrol before I test start a lawnmower for you, and I want to keep talking, then I can still talk, because wherever I talk, the sound will follow me, because I'm using this microphone. So hopefully the audio quality is a little bit better, and I'm not using it for train spotting because, well, you know, there's no point. I might as well just use my phone. It's more faff than needs to be. So that is all the items of admin out of the way. Now I shall whip up the notes on my phone and get out my notes for Shout Out Sunday. So what is Shout Out Sunday? Shout Out Sunday is, as you might have guessed, shout-outs that will come out every Sunday. So every week on a Sunday, roughly about this sort of 4:30, 4:45 mark, I will film a video and then I'll publish it out. You know, it probably won't be that long after I finish filming, to be honest with you. And the aim of that is basically just to promote and share channels that I've enjoyed watching over the past week with you, the viewers, across YouTube, because chances are, if you subscribe to my channel, you're also going to like some of the other channels that I'm going to recommend. So it's not necessarily to, you know, sort of sub for sub type thing, and, you know, I'm subscribed to them, can you subscribe to them? It's not necessarily like that. It's more the thing of, oh, here are some channels I've enjoyed, you might have joined them as well. So it is sort of a promotion thing, but it's mainly just sharing content that I enjoy, and obviously through a result of that we are hopefully going to share some subscribers, but that's not the primary point. The primary point is showing you other channels that you might not have come across that you might like to enjoy, and then if you want, to add to your subscription list. So we've just got one this week, and that is a channel called Norfolk Man Cave. While I'm talking, I shall cut between different images and videos of his. And Norfolk Man Cave is a channel which basically revolves around stationary engines, old vehicles and cars. He's done a couple of videos on air rifles and compressors and that sort of stuff, but I haven't really watched those. But his main focus these days is on engines, stationary engines and cars. Is very down to earth and friendly bloke, you know, is the sort of person who you might like to spend an afternoon talking about stationary engines with. He seems very present. His videos are very thorough, they're explained very well, very useful for beginners and newcomers that don't always, you know what the experienced people know. He doesn't always assume that people know what they're on about when they come to watch his videos, so he explains everything in a logical and clear way. His style of videos work really well too. The sort of editing style where if you were actually to chop the boring, none of his videos have boring bits in, but if you were to chop the boring bits out of it, it'd actually make the video worse, because when you are restoring or servicing an engine, you want to see people's failures and you want to see the struggles people have and how long it people takes, because that knowledge is then passed on to you. If you watch a video where somebody goes from a rust bucket of an engine to an absolute masterpiece in 25 minutes, that's not going to be useful to you, is it? Because if you want to do the same thing, you've missed out half the important steps. And also, it's very supportive to a viewer watching his channel as well, the way, you know, we're not sat there thinking, oh, nobody else has this problem, when actually he does. As I've said, his content is focused around cars, engines, vehicles, restoration, servicing, how-tos, stationary engines. So he, between his house and I think his parents' house, which has a lot of land behind it, he does a lot of restoration videos and picking up new engines and showing you, getting them from non-running to, well, basically masterpieces at the end of his series. So, you know, sometimes you can get an engine running in one video, sometimes it takes 5 or 6 videos to get it running, and that's just really good to see the actual process of how he gets the engine running. Now, my favourite videos of his are the rally videos where he actually goes around and walks around the rally fields, like Henham and Strumpshaw, the ones he's done recently. He walks around the rallies, talks to and meets new people. He shows the engines that are on display and talks about them, and fills the display and films the displays. Overall, it's just a really relaxing and interesting video. It's like being there, of course, without actually being there, and it's just something that I really enjoy after a long day. I can sit on the sofa with a pot of Yorkshire tea, which is the only correct tea, and just relax for an hour and really enjoy it. My most favourite recent video of his, apart from the rally videos, which he's done quite a lot of recently as we've come to the end of the rally season, was the Norman T300 series, the 300cc little Norman twin he did. It's a very interesting, really nice, lovely little engine as well. It was engaging to see how he got how he fixed all the problems with the carburetor and the HT lead problems, and the surprise when he actually found out the engine was a self-starter as well, not just a generator. And finally, after a result of watching his videos, he's actually caused me to want to get into stationary engines as well. I'm now looking to purchase something like a Lister D or one of the Wolseley WDs. Worsley, not quite sure how you say that. And his channel has been a real inspiration and insight into what joys stationary engines can bring. His videos will be very useful to anyone wanting to get into restoring engines or owning stationary engines, and he'll go through like how-to videos of doing it, and when he gets his engines up and running, you're likely to run into the same problems as well. And he doesn't get rid of any of the problems or anything like that. He keeps everything in, so his channel's really a wealth of information for people wanting to get into stationary engines, or, you know, got one they've had for ages but want to know how to get running. It's an absolutely brilliant channel. Thank you to Adam for having such a brilliant channel, and thank you for running such a brilliant channel. Thousands of other people are subscribed. I think he's at 9,090 subscribers when I last looked. So thousands of other people like me really enjoy his style of content, and because you're subscribed to me, you're likely to like the same things as me, so I really do suggest you go and check out Adam's channel. It is an absolutely brilliant channel, and that's basically the only thing I've been watching on YouTube all week is Adam's videos, because they come out frequently and they're very entertaining indeed. So thank you very much to Adam for running your channel, Norfolk Man Cave. Hopefully some of you who subscribe to me will also go and subscribe to Adam. I'm sure I'd appreciate that, and I'm just really excited to start this new series of sharing content to you and broadening your horizons, I guess. So that's all I've got for today's Shout Out Sunday. Just one channel this week. Next week there might be 2 or 3 channels. There could just be one video. Depends with what I've been watching in the week. So I'll see you in 7 days' time for another Shout Out Sunday video. Hopefully the audio on this wireless microphone is okay and it hasn't sounded like I'm a pilot. So yeah, wireless microphone. This has been the first test of it. I hope it's gone well. And thank you very much for watching episode 1 of Shout Out Sunday. Take care and bye for now.